Hear this sound? So I wake up at like 3, quarter to 4. And I felt as though there was a spirit next to me. And it was female. And this is on an invisible level. Staring at me as if to say what, or hello, I'm here or something. And I felt it was like standing right next to my bed. And once again, I have there's like this perfumed reek. And like someone's been eating moisturizer which smells or something. And I noticed the other person, I think, was moving around, but the reek's like an alien reek. And I'm like, that stinks. And once again, I have this suggestion that there's something with suckers on their hands. And could be quite a dangerous kind of figure. So I've woken up. I'm gonna have to put the mouthwash in, maybe light a candle to get this smell out of my nose, but I just wonder if it's a ghost from the house or whether it's from who I live with. I feel like going that makes me just feel darn uncomfortable. I don't want to live with someone who stinks like an alien on the inside. So I want to leave again. I want to be safe, not live too close. I can conjure up all these images inside my mind of what an alien might appear like, but I don't want to find out that someone's like a stinky alien on the inside. Let it be like that. Just make me feel bad because I don't want to be attacked by anyone. No, but I don't know. I don't know whether it's just my feeling, but I don't really want to live close to this person that I live with if they're going to be smelling like that. So there's so many things I don't like. My mother's always been a bit weird, but I don't know if this person who I live with is actually my mother or not. They're different, you know. They're shorter, different. Her eye color's changed. Everyone's gonna be like. But the police told me not to worry about either one of my parents. Just live with them if I want to. And if I don't want to live with them, just leave. But they don't have. They told me ages ago when I was worried of. I didn't know who I lived with. They told me, they can't actually scan anyone, you know, with a machine or anything. You just have to either take it or leave it, is what they said. But, yeah, not really into this alien smell. I mean, my mother's always been pretty pale and stuff, but not alien pale. So I put, little incense ages ago. To get this sense of a smell out of my nose if it ever rose. Because I smelled this smell, this reek. I was like, great, is my mother in it? I was like, great, you know, I don't like that smell. I don't know if it came with the house or what, but I don't like that kind of stinky smell. So I bought incense cones and stuff near the beginning of the year. It's for like $20 on them. Might have to light one. No, it makes me feel uncomfortable. I'm going to draw some pictures and create a video with this of what I can perceive. But, I don't like alien smells. I don't like strange things. I don't want my mother to be a different person on the inside. I don't like old houses. But I'm gonna be doing better soon, so I might get to. If I do real good, I can leave sooner than later. And then no more threats from living close to other people or anything. But, nah, I just don't know. I don't like these senses, the things that I sense. It's just not really my thing. I definitely don't want to be harmed by anyone. I'm definitely don't want to be attacked by anyone. But, when I wake up, I had this. My nose is half blocked, but I had that like feeling that there was a spirit next to the bed, and it's just standing there staring at me. I was like, ew. I can't see anything if I open my eyes. It just looks like a room, an empty room with me in it, but in the semi-conscious state, you feel like you have something next to your bed, and it stinks like I'm like, is this the house or is this from who I'm living with? And I don't want to be from who I'm living with. But it smells like the moisturizer, that kind of stink. And I'm like, I don't want to leave. Mistake to move in. No wonder I was urged to move in here. Because I was kicked out of my old place. And both my parents have changed. And in a way to make me feel uncomfortable. And I don't even know if they're them anymore, but, I'm told to, to treat them as such. But that was one of my problems when I was younger. That's why I moved out of home, because I spent 5 years by myself in a very uncomfortable flat, because I didn't trust that I knew anyone anymore. Everyone seemed different. My dad seems like to be on a taller person. And my mother is a shorter person. And they both look a little different. They both look like they've been done up. They had the same frown marks on their faces. And we were just thinking, about, are you twins now? And stuff, so they don't look like each other. They just had the same frown lines. They were looking very similar, and we're just like thinking that we don't really know who these people are anymore. But my dad's a bit of a different person, He kept on rolling his eyes. They say they're the same people, if you ask them, but my dad seems a little bit more dangerous, a little bit, he's got a little bit of an edge, like he gets touchy quite quickly and seems unsafe to be around. So my brother seems to get his best personality. He puts on the charm. He's polite, But with me, he turned rather impolite. I was attacked by him a couple of times in a violent way. He looked like he wanted to do me some great harm. And my brother had to pull him away from me because he wanted to just jump on me and attack me. And that's when I moved out, when I was broke and I couldn't get a job, and I used my savings in 1 year. I used my savings to stay away while he was in a dangerous kind of mood. And then I returned because I was so broke I didn't have anything left. He's alright with my brother, just with me. He's violent, but the second time I moved back, he was more calm. He turned down the violence to be a calmer person. And I was like, you sure you can have been this kind of person, this calmer person before, but I'm not living with them anymore. So I've moved in with my other parent and my mom, and yeah, I'm living with someone who reeks like an alien. And she's always been a pale person, but I don't really like the smell. The smell stinks. I don't know if it's her or the house, but something stinks. And I'm like, I don't like these alien stinks, but nothing really surprises me. It's just that they've changed since, 10 years ago, or 14 years ago now. And I don't like these changes, I don't like these smells, but whatever, as long as they don't attack me, as long as my mom doesn't attack me, then I guess everything's gonna be a-okay for me. Now that I have a job, I have something to look forward to. I can move out within a year. That would be the best. But I don't know where I want to move to. But I hope that I don't get harmed while I'm waiting for my transition. I don't like the idea of some spirit having suckers on their hands, because you can just imagine what they can do with those. Use it as a gripping, squeezing tool. Leave sucker marks on your skin, etc. So I don't like that idea of someone having suckers on their hands. But yeah, I just hope that I hope all for the best. I hope I can move out eventually, but yeah. I don't know. I don't know what to think. But that's what I think this morning. So I'm gonna go drink some water and then come back to bed. Maybe light an incense cone to get the smell. Make my room smell better. So that is what I'm going to do now. So as you can see, this is what my room looks like from bed level. As you can see, there's nothing but my bed, but I guess the alien would be like near where my toes. If there was a spirit in my room, it'd be like near where my toes are, right next to the bed there. So that's where it seemed to be standing, but yeah, but I've freshened up now. I should be able to get back to sleep, I guess. It's not like, so far it's not a huge fear, it's like, it doesn't really surprise me. I think my dad might have encountered such a person in the past anyway, so, and if it was already my mother playing around with, drugs and highs, I'm still living with her. No. The trouble is with my parents, they changed, and I don't quite trust them ever since. But I don't know. I guess I'll just keep putting up with these things until I can safely move on, I guess. And if I get really scared or really irked, I can call police or my sister or my dad. It's a bit of a cold comfort to call my dad, but he's still there, being a real and fake kind of parent. But there's nothing really there. And my mother's not wandering around outside my door. She's in bed, so there's nothing really to worry about, but it is irky feeling that you were being watched by someone while you were asleep. But we're living in like a Michael Jackson zone, and he apparently slept with an alien on the moon. So I think everyone has a little bit of an alien in them. So I would say, even if my parent did have an alien in them, she's not alone. I think the guy next door would be most comforting. He's partial. Her stepdad had him, so he would be a calm figure. And people down the street, I think they could play around and make people realize they have bits of alien in them too if they wanted, but yeah. So I don't feel very alone, but the concept of who I'm living with being a dangerous person is the thing I have to watch out, because they've been, wiggling knives ever since they've changed. They've wiggled a knife when I first came here. I had a couple of knife wigglings where they wiggle a knife in front of you, looking like they want to stab you with the knife, but then they just stroppily put the knife down and move on, And that's what my parent was doing. And my dad did that, before, after he had changed. And my mother did that after she had changed. So when I first moved in here, she was doing that in the kitchen, and then she'd be like stroppily putting the knife down, and then a couple of times she looks like she wants to just pick up a knife and just stab me in the neck or something. And sometimes she marches home, becomes a stroppy person, and he seems physically, just seems like a rough person. They come back in a bad mood and you just want to avoid them, so I usually can just come into my room and just be alone. But yeah. So far it's no big threat, but it's different because my parents never did wiggle knives in front of our faces and stuff. This is since they've changed. So both my parents are dangerous. My dad was very physically violent with me. He wanted to do me some harm. which is why we had an argument and I had to move out for another year even though I didn't have any job, and I had to use 100% my savings. And my dad's only good with my brother, and so my mum's a bit freaky like that too. She just, comes off as a tough chick at times, someone possibly dangerous, but she so far hasn't done me any real harm. She just wiggled a knife in front of me. It looks like she might want to stab me with a knife, but she puts it down and she goes away. And then in the middle of the night, I smell this alien smell, and I'm like, is my parent an alien now? She was working in government before she came here to Queensland. Nothing really surprises me though. So I smelled that smell when I first came in here, and I was like, ew, this smell stinks, and that's why I bought all this incense that's in my cupboard over there. So that when I get sick of the smell, I can just put a cone on. But when you realize that the possibility of something being alienish, I don't like aliens, they smell so. But yeah. When my mother first started changing, I thought she was like Rebecca De Mornay, who had the kids from OC show, and they were in this little and stuff, and but then my mother just has to be like someone who looked like Rebecca De Mornay's parent, and she's like, I'm the real Rebecca De Mornay, sort of. That's a far out fantasy, isn't it? She's a bit of a media head, my mum. She thinks she's a wannabe movie star 1 minute, and then she thinks she's a model manager in the next minute. That's the thing with my parent. She hasn't been a model manager since. Same with my dad. My dad thinks he's a movie star 1 minute and someone who can get someone a job the next minute. If you just show him to the right people who he is surrounded by when he works, and he has the same personality. I know someone, I can get you in. It's what he used to always say. But yeah, so they're both like media head parents. But they won't say that. They won't say like we're media head parents. It just comes off that way. You're thinking you're a media head parent, aren't you? That's why you screw around. But they won't tell you that. You just have to figure it out on your own. But yeah, I don't know who my mother is, but she's changed a bit. So I have to watch out that I don't get injured by her while I'm trying to board. Hopefully this is going to be my last leg of boarding. And then I can be free. Anyway, I better get to sleep. As you can see, the sun's starting to rise. And I don't know. I could use some sleep. So, not like I need to do anything today. I don't really think I need to do anything much. I wouldn't buy myself a cake, but I might, I don't know, just hang around. Go for a walk to the park. Make pancakes. I don't need to buy myself a cake, not really. Unless we have the ingredients to make a cake. I can make like an orange cake. That'd be nice. I made a good orange cake last time. It's very tasty. It had just the right flavor. I could do that today, I guess. Have cake and cream for lunch. That's a good fantasy. I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna make myself an orange cake. We have grapefruits, so I'm gonna make an orange cake with grapefruit. That should be tasty. And then I'm gonna have a piece of cake with double whipped cream for lunch. That'd be the best. The other day we had pie. It was the best pie, but the cheese filling didn't work out, but I like pie. I like the pie. I like to eat it. I'd like to have more pie. It's nice. But am I going to move out today because of the smell in my nose? No, not really. I smelled it before, but I don't want to be attacked by anyone. I'm just going to go on with my day, not tell anyone anything. Not, come to the dinner table and say, I know who you are, because I don't. I just leave it alone. Leave my parent do the granny smell. And just keep, pretending that everything's normal. I think that's the best thing to do. I'm waiting till next Wednesday to get my next paycheck. I like getting money. It's fun. But I've missed out on a couple of job interviews this month. I don't really need more jobs. It's only when I want to run away, I think I should have gone to the job interviews. But I missed one because I was nervous. I missed the other because I didn't feel like wondering if the job's legitimate or not. I mean, it's a legitimate job. I just don't want to get into a fix in a workplace. I don't know. That would mean I'm very silly. If it's a good job because it's got good hours. But I don't think I need any more jobs, really. I'm earning a heap of money for doing work at home, so a heap more would just make me more able to move away. I don't need to work. I don't need extra jobs. I just need to keep hanging around. And work from home. That's all I need to do now. I don't really need any other jobs. My current job has pretty good pay and pretty good bonuses. I don't really need any other jobs. I can stop looking for jobs now. But sometimes I want to run away, so I want a job. But I don't really need that right now. So I let 2 interviews go, and now I can hang around here and just bum around while being working from home. So, yeah, just continue hanging.